Have you ever found yourself pleading with the universe, asking for a sign? Maybe you were hoping for love, for success, or even just a break from all the struggle. You cried out for help, for a message, for guidance. But all you got in return was silence. It's easy to assume the universe isn't listening, but that's not the truth. The universe hears every word, every feeling, every silent wish. The real reason you're not receiving the answers you want is this: you're asking the wrong way. What I'm about to share with you might seem unbelievable at first. It may not be magic, but once you understand it, it will feel like it. Because this isn't guesswork or fantasy. It's a powerful truth based on the teachings of Jacobo Grinberg, a brilliant mind who explored the nature of consciousness and how our thoughts shape reality. If you stay with me until the end of this video, you'll understand how to make the universe say yes to the things you want most, whether that's love, money, peace, success, or all of them. Most people live their lives thinking reality just happens to them. They believe it's all about luck, fate, or some unchangeable divine plan. They think their life is already written and they're just acting it out. But what if I told you that reality isn't just something you experience? What if I told you you are creating it every single moment? Yes, you. Not the universe. Not destiny. Not chance. You are the creator. Everything you desire, love, abundance, happiness, health, it's all out there, waiting. But there's one condition: you have to know how to ask. Because if you're asking the wrong way, it's like standing in front of a locked door, knocking over and over again, but never using the key that's in your pocket. This isn't about wishful thinking, and it's not about repeating pretty words in the mirror. This is deeper. This is science and energy. The truth is, your thoughts and emotions send out a signal, a vibration, and that vibration creates the shape of your reality. If your inner world is full of fear, doubt, and feelings of not having enough, then you're sending out a low vibration. And what does the universe do? It matches that. It sends you more of the same. But the moment you learn to shift your energy, to tune your inner vibration to match what you truly want, the universe responds. It's not magic. It's a law, a natural, universal law. Jacobo Grinberg spent his life studying this. He discovered that our minds don't just interpret reality like a camera. They project it like a movie screen. What you focus on inside, what you think and feel every day, shapes what happens outside. Here's where most people go wrong. They think asking the universe means begging, pleading, wishing hard enough, and hoping something will change. But that's not how it works. The universe doesn't answer words, it answers energy. It answers vibration. So when you truly want something, you don't ask for it like it's far away. You become the frequency of what you want. You start to live as if it's already here. And yes, the method is simple. It only takes 3 steps. In this video, I'm going to walk you through each one. And I promise, if you stay with me until the end, you'll never ask the universe the same way again. You'll understand how to manifest anything, because you'll finally be using the right method. But before we get into the steps, let's clear one thing up. Think of the universe like a mirror. It doesn't send you what you say. It reflects what you are. If deep down you keep repeating, "I'm not good enough," the universe reflects that belief back at you. But if you begin to shift your energy and your inner voice becomes, "I am worthy. I am ready. I already have what I desire," then the universe starts moving everything around you to match that energy. So let me ask you again, what is it that you truly want? Is it love? Is it financial freedom? Is it deep health and healing? Whatever it is, it's already within reach. The universe is not your judge. It's your mirror. And in just a moment, I'm going to show you the 3 simple steps to align your vibration with what you want most. When you do, the universe won't say maybe. It won't say later. It will say yes, because that's what it's always been waiting to say. So don't go anywhere, because once you understand this, your life will never be the same. Let's begin. Step 1, multisensory visualization. Most people think they know how to visualize, but the truth is, they're doing it wrong. Here's the common mistake. They imagine their dream like it's far away. They picture it like a scene in a movie playing in their mind. It's nice to look at, but they're just watching, not feeling. But guess what? The universe doesn't respond to dreams that feel distant. It responds to what you believe is real right now. Let me explain how this works. When I first started visualizing, I did what most people do. I imagined things I wanted, like a better job, more money, or love. I could see the image clearly, but I didn't feel anything. There was no emotion, no connection. It was like watching someone else's life. And guess what happened? Nothing. Because I was disconnected. I was sending a weak signal. Then, something changed. I learned to fully immerse myself in the experience. And that's the key. Here's how to do it the right way. Find a quiet place. Close your eyes. And instead of just seeing your desire, step into it. Live it in your mind. Feel in your body. Let's say you want a dream job. Don't just picture the office. Walk through it. Feel the weight of your briefcase in your hand. Hear the sound of your heels or shoes on the hallway floor. Touch the desk. Smell the fresh coffee. Sit in the soft leather chair. Feel the confidence in your chest, the excitement in your heart. And most importantly, feel the emotion of already having it. Feel the pride, the relief, the gratitude, because that feeling, that emotional energy is what the universe picks up on. I once wanted to take a trip to a place I had always dreamed of. Instead of just wishing for it, I lived it in my mind every day. I saw myself packing, holding my suitcase, hearing airport announcements, smelling the new air, feeling the breeze on my face. And every time, I would say, "Thank you, universe. This is more beautiful than I ever imagined." And guess what? That trip happened. And not just once, I've been there multiple times now. But when it happened, it didn't feel like a surprise. It felt natural. It felt expected, because I had already lived it in my mind again and again. When you visualize like this, you're not just imagining. You're shifting your present vibration. You're telling the universe, "This is my truth." And the universe always reflects that truth. But here's a crucial tip. Don't stop at the visual part. Visualization is not just about seeing images. To truly shift your vibration, you need to engage all your senses. You have to bring your entire inner world into the experience. Let's say you want to manifest a new home. Don't just imagine the outside of the house. Walk inside it in your mind. Hear the gentle creak of the wooden floor beneath your feet. Smell the fresh scent of paint or flowers near the window. Touch the smooth surface of your kitchen counter. Run your fingers over the fabric of your couch. Look out the window and see the world you now live in. And most importantly, feel the emotion of being there. Does it feel peaceful, comforting, exciting? Does it make you feel safe, proud, or deeply content? Whatever your emotion would be if this desire had already come true, feel that now, fully and honestly. Because that emotion is not just a nice feeling. It is your vibration. And vibration is the language the universe listens to. Let's go deeper with an example. Imagine two people asking the universe for the exact same thing, a new job. One person says, "I want a new job," but inside they're full of stress. They feel desperate, unsure, worried. Their vibration is filled with fear and doubt. Now the other person, they don't just ask for the job. They say, "I already have my dream job." And they feel calm, thankful, and confident, as if it's already theirs. Who do you think the universe responds to? The one whose vibration already matches the desire. Here's another situation. Let's say you're trying to manifest financial abundance. You're tired of the bills, the stress, the constant struggle. Instead of focusing on lack, shift your mind into the reality you want. Imagine yourself paying all your bills with ease. Feel how light and free that would feel. Visualize yourself checking your bank account and seeing a number bigger than you've ever seen before. Smile in your mind as you imagine the peace and comfort that brings. And most importantly, give thanks for it as if it already happened. Say to yourself, "Thank you, universe. I am free. I am abundant. I am safe." That feeling changes everything, because gratitude, when felt in advance, instantly lifts your vibration from lack to abundance. Now, maybe you're wondering, isn't this just pretending? It might sound that way at first, but here's the truth. It's not pretending. It's called training. You're training your mind and body to act, think, and feel in alignment with your future reality. It's like planting seeds in your subconscious. And every time you visualize with emotion, you water those seeds. You believe, you feel, you become. And then one day, those seeds start to grow into real-life experiences. Let's be clear. The universe doesn't react to what you want. It responds to who you are being, your energy, your vibration. So when you visualize something clearly, when you use all your senses, and when you feel the emotion deeply, you begin to become the person who already has it. And that is when the universe begins to mirror that energy right back to you. So here's your moment. Pause whatever you're doing. Close your eyes. Picture your biggest, boldest, most beautiful dream. And don't just think about it. Step inside of it. Breathe it in. Feel it in your chest. Let your heart swell with joy, with relief, with love. Let that vibration take over your entire body. Because the very moment you start vibrating at that frequency, the universe will feel it, and it will respond. And this, right here, is just step one. But if you get this right, if you truly master it, you've already taken a powerful leap forward into the reality you've been dreaming of. Now, let's move on to the second step, advanced gratitude. This next step is where the real magic begins to unfold. Now that you've learned how to visualize your desires using all your senses, it's time to take things deeper into the energy of gratitude. And I'm not just talking about being thankful for what you already have. That's important, yes. But this technique, this is a level higher. This is called advanced gratitude, and it's a step most people completely miss. You probably heard people say, be grateful for what you have. And yes, that's powerful. But what if I told you that true manifestation begins when you're also grateful for the things you don't yet have, as if they're already yours? That's the secret. That's the shift. You see, most people wait until something good happens before they allow themselves to feel thankful. They wait until the relationship starts, until the money arrives, until the job offer comes in. But here's the truth. That's backward. If you're only grateful after your dreams come true, you're reacting to life. But if you want to create your reality, you have to lead with gratitude. You have to feel thankful before the results show up. When you do that, you're sending a message to the universe that says, I trust you. I already believe it's mine. I know it's on its way. And that belief, that certainty, that vibration, it changes everything. When you practice advanced gratitude, you shift out of the energy of waiting and into the energy of receiving. You're no longer hoping. You're no longer doubting. You're saying, thank you. I already have it. And here's why it works. The universe doesn't know the difference between what is real and what is vividly imagined with emotion. What matters is your vibration. If your energy says this is mine, the universe aligns with that truth. Let me share a personal story that proves how powerful this truly is. A few years ago, I was feeling stuck in my career. I knew I needed a change, but I didn't know how or when it would happen. And that uncertainty felt heavy. But instead of sitting in worry, I started something simple, a gratitude notebook. Every morning, I would sit down and write things like, thank you for the amazing opportunities that are finding me. Thank you for the fulfilling job I love. Thank you for the financial abundance that surrounds me. At first, it felt weird. My logical mind kept whispering, but none of this is real yet. But I kept going. I kept writing. I kept feeling thankful, even when I had no proof. Then something happened. Out of nowhere, I received an email from someone I had never met. They had heard about me through a friend and wanted to discuss a project. That simple message led to a conversation. And that conversation led to an opportunity. The exact kind of breakthrough I'd been giving thanks for. But here's what surprised me the most. It didn't feel random. It didn't feel like luck. It felt expected, like I had already lived it. Because in a way I had lived it every morning in my gratitude. That's when I realized gratitude is more than just being thankful. It's a message. It's a signal. It says to the universe, I trust, I believe, I receive. And when you truly believe, the universe delivers. Now, you might be wondering, why does this even work? Isn't this just positive thinking? But the truth is, it's much deeper than that. This isn't just about being optimistic or tricking your brain. This is about understanding how the universe actually works on an energetic level. Both scientists and spiritual leaders agree on one profound truth. Everything in the universe is made of energy. Every thought you think, every emotion you feel, every word you speak, it all carries energy. It all sends out a frequency, a signal. And when you feel genuine gratitude, you raise your energy to one of the highest possible frequencies. Gratitude is not just a feel-good emotion. It's a powerful vibrational tool. It tells the universe, I'm in alignment. I already feel whole. I already feel abundant. And guess what? Because energy attracts like energy, that high-frequency state begins to pull similar experiences into your life. Just like tuning a radio, when you shift to the right station, you start receiving a new broadcast. But if you're stuck in fear and doubt and stress, if you wake up every day thinking, I don't have enough, I'm running out of time, I'm stuck, then that's the signal you're putting out. And the universe, like a perfect mirror, reflects it right back. So when you tune your energy into gratitude, you shift your signal. You start broadcasting faith. You start radiating trust. You become a magnet for the very blessings you've been asking for. But here's the catch. It's not about saying the words. It's about feeling them. You can write thank you in a notebook 100 times. But if you don't actually feel the emotion of gratitude deep in your heart, it won't shift your energy. The universe doesn't respond to empty words. It responds to emotion, to frequency, to vibration. So, how do you practice advanced gratitude in your daily life? It's not hard, but it does require commitment and consistency. Here's how you can start. 1. Begin your morning with gratitude. Before you check your phone, before you scroll through social media, before the noise of the day begins, take just a few minutes to sit in silence and write down what you're thankful for. But write as if your dreams have already come true. For example, thank you for my dream job that fills me with purpose. Thank you for the financial freedom I'm enjoying. Thank you for the love that surrounds me every day. Don't just write the words, feel them. Feel the joy, the relief, the excitement, as if these things are already in your life right now. 2. Practice gratitude throughout your day. Don't wait for big miracles. Train your mind to notice the small blessings too. Maybe it's a warm cup of tea, a kind smile, a breath of fresh air, a quiet moment of peace. Say thank you for those little things, because when you notice them, they multiply. Gratitude is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. 3. End your day with gratitude. Before you go to sleep, take a moment to reflect. Ask yourself, what went well today? What am I thankful for? Even if the day wasn't perfect, find something, anything, to be grateful for. This sets your subconscious mind in a positive state before rest. It prepares you to receive even more good tomorrow. Let me give you another real-life example, one that proves just how powerful this can be. A friend of mine wanted to manifest her dream home, but she didn't have the money. She didn't have the connections. She didn't know how it could happen. But every single day, she chose to focus on gratitude. Each morning, she would write in her journal, thank you for my beautiful home. Thank you for the peace I feel in it. Thank you for the space that brings me joy. She would visualize herself walking through it, room by room, feeling the floor under her feet, smelling the flowers on the dining table, touching the soft fabrics, the sunlight streaming through the windows. And at night, she would whisper, thank you, universe, for my home. And then, slowly, things started shifting. Out of nowhere, she came across an opportunity. A house she never imagined would be within reach suddenly became available. Financial support showed up. Everything aligned in a way that seemed unbelievable. But to her, it wasn't shocking. It felt normal. Because in her mind and in her vibration, she had already lived there. That's the power of gratitude before the blessing arrives. One of the most powerful benefits of advanced gratitude is this. It helps you release fear, dissolve doubt, and calm anxiety. When you're constantly focused on what you don't have, your mind starts racing with questions. What if it never happens? What if I fail again? What if things get worse? That mindset creates stress. It creates resistance. and that resistance blocks your energy. It pushes away the very things you're trying to attract. But when you shift your focus to gratitude, not for what's missing, but for what's already coming, something amazing happens inside you. You begin to feel peaceful. You start to feel safe. You stop asking when and start trusting that it's already on the way. Gratitude gently moves you out of a state of lack and into a state of having. It changes your energy from, I need this, to I already have this. And that one shift makes all the difference. Because when you're vibrating at the frequency of already having what you desire, you're no longer reaching, struggling, or begging. You're receiving. And that's where real manifestation begins. Think of it like this. Wanting something creates tension, but being grateful for it in advance creates alignment. It tells the universe, I'm ready. I'm in tune. I already feel it. And the universe always responds to readiness. So when you feel stuck, when your faith is shaken, or when you're unsure what to do next, return to gratitude. It's the reset button for your energy. It's the most powerful way to return to alignment. Because the more grateful you are, not just occasionally, but every day, the more you'll start to notice blessings appearing in your life. Some big, some small, some quiet, but all of them proof that your vibration is working and your reality is shifting. And that's why advanced gratitude isn't just a mindset. It's a practice, a pathway, and most of all, it's a power you carry within you. Here's something powerful to remember. The universe doesn't give you what you want. It gives you what you're ready to receive. Gratitude makes you ready. It aligns your mind, body, and spirit with the reality you want to create. So ask yourself right now, what are you grateful for? Not just what you have, but what you're creating. What desires are you ready to thank the universe for right now? Write them down. Say them out loud. Feel them in your heart. Because the moment you start giving thanks in advance, the universe begins to move things into place. Opportunities, connections, and even miracles start to unfold. Remember, gratitude isn't just a tool for manifesting your desires. It's a state of being. And when you live in a state of gratitude, the universe has no choice but to say, here you go. You're ready. Now, let's move to the third and final step, inspired action. This is where you take all the energy you've built and turn it into reality. This is the step that most people skip, and it's the reason so many manifestations get stuck. You see, manifestation isn't about sitting back, closing your eyes, and waiting for miracles to fall into your lap. The universe isn't a magic genie that just grants wishes out of thin air. It works with you, not for you. Think of it like this. The universe is your GPS. It knows exactly where you want to go, but it can't do anything unless you're moving. If you just sit there, the GPS has no routes to calculate and no paths to adjust. But the moment you take a step, any step, the path starts to unfold. Doors open, opportunities appear, and what once seemed impossible becomes inevitable. But here's the key. It's not just about taking any random action. It's about taking inspired action. So what exactly is inspired action? It's different from forced action. Forced action comes from a place of fear or desperation, like applying for hundreds of jobs just to get something or making decisions out of panic. Inspired action, on the other hand, comes from a place of clarity and alignment. It feels natural. It feels right. It's like a sudden nudge or idea that feels exciting, even if it's a little scary. It's that gut feeling telling you to reach out to someone, sign up for a course, or start a new project. That's the universe guiding you. Let's start with a simple example. Imagine you're trying to manifest your dream job. You've been doing the work. You've visualized it with clarity. You've practiced deep gratitude, and you're doing your best to align your energy. But nothing seems to be happening. No job offers, no emails, no leads. Just silence. Then one day, a small idea pops into your mind. It's subtle, almost too quiet to notice. You think, maybe I should email that person I admire. Maybe I should just reach out. At first, you hesitate. Your mind says, what's the point? They won't reply anyway. But something deeper inside nudges you to do it anyway. And so you send the email. What happens next? That one email becomes a conversation. That conversation turns into a connection. and suddenly, an unexpected opportunity is in front of you. That's what inspired action looks like. It's not about having the whole path figured out. It's about following the nudges, those little whispers from the universe. Because each step reveals the next. The universe won't show you the full plan right away. It works like a flashlight in the dark. You take one step, and only then do the next few steps become visible. Now, let's talk about something important. Why do most people get stuck at this stage? It's because they think they need to have the full roadmap. They wait for the perfect timing, the perfect opportunity, or the perfect plan. They want certainty before they move. But manifestation doesn't work that way. You don't need to see the whole staircase. You just need to take the first step. That's the key. Take one small action from a place of trust, not fear. It could be sending an email, making a phone call, joining a class, saying yes to something new, starting that side project. Even if it's small, it's a message to the universe. I'm serious. I'm ready. So how do you know if an action is truly inspired? Here's a simple way to tell. Inspired action feels natural. It feels exciting, even if it makes you a little nervous. It comes from a place of alignment, not panic. It doesn't feel forced or desperate. It feels like something you're being led to do. Let's say you're manifesting financial abundance. Fear-based action sounds like applying to every job out of anxiety, just to feel safe. But inspired action? That could be reaching out to someone you admire, starting a side hustle you're passionate about, or learning a new skill that excites you. The difference is in the feeling. Inspired action carries peace. Even if it stretches you, it doesn't drain you. It empowers you. So listen to your intuition. Follow the inner nudges. They're your guidance system. Here's something I want you to truly remember. Manifestation isn't passive. It's a beautiful partnership between you and the universe. You do your part through visualization and gratitude. The universe responds by sending signs, nudges, and opportunities. But you must take that first step. And with every step you take, you're saying, I trust. I'm moving forward. I'm ready. So pause right now and ask yourself, what's one inspired action I can take today? It doesn't have to be huge. It just has to feel aligned. Because once you take that step, things start to move. Obstacles start to dissolve. And what once felt impossible suddenly becomes natural. That's when the magic begins. Remember, the universe isn't waiting for perfection. It's waiting for movement. So take your first inspired action today, no matter how small, and watch the universe respond. Now that you've learned how to visualize clearly, feel advanced gratitude, and take inspired action, there's one more crucial step, and it's the step where most people get stuck. Even if you do everything right, visualize, take action, stay grateful. If something still feels off, if it feels like you're running into invisible walls, it's probably because of internal blockages. These are the silent killers of your manifestations. They're the hidden beliefs, the emotional wounds, the unspoken fears that quietly keep you stuck. Here's the truth. Your biggest obstacle isn't the universe. It's not your circumstances. It's not other people. It's what's happening inside your own mind. As Jacobo Grinberg beautifully explained, your mind is the channel between possibility and reality. But if that channel is blocked with fear, doubt, shame, or unworthiness, then nothing can flow through it. Your desires get stuck. Your energy gets scattered. And no matter what you try, things just don't seem to move. So how do you clear these blockages? Let me walk you through a simple but powerful exercise that will help reset your vibration. Step 1. Identify the thoughts holding you back. These are the subconscious beliefs that whisper things like, I'm not good enough. I don't deserve this. It's too hard. People like me don't succeed. These beliefs often hide in the background. You might not hear them clearly, but you'll feel them. They show up as fear, self-doubt, anxiety, hesitation. That's how you know they're there. So here's what I want you to do. Grab a notebook or piece of paper. Write down your biggest desire. Then ask yourself, what do I really believe about this? If you're trying to manifest wealth, ask, what do I believe about money? You might hear, money is hard to earn. Rich people are greedy. I'll never be financially free. Write it all down. No judgment. No editing. Just be honest. Once you've identified those thoughts, congratulations. You've already taken a huge step because awareness is everything. You can't change what you don't first recognize. Step 2, challenge the belief. Now ask yourself, is this belief really true? Where did this come from? Who taught me to think this way? Often, you'll realize that these thoughts aren't even yours. They were passed down by family, society, past pain. But just because they live in your mind now doesn't mean they're permanent. They can be changed. They can be released. Step 3, replace the thought. For every limiting belief, write a new empowering one. Turn "I'm not good enough" into "I am worthy" and success flows to me. Turn "money is hard to get" into "money flows to me from known and unknown sources." You're not lying to yourself. You're choosing a new truth, one that supports your growth. Step 4, release the emotion. Blockages aren't just thoughts. They're also trapped emotions, fear, shame, doubt that live in your body. Here's a simple breathing exercise to help you clear that energy. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in through your nose. As you breathe in, imagine a bright light filling your body. Let it shine into every dark corner, every fear, every doubt. Now hold your breath and gently exhale through your mouth. As you exhale, imagine all the heaviness leaving your body like dark smoke. Repeat this 3 to 5 times. You'll feel lighter, more open, more in tune. You're not just shifting your mind, you're clearing your energy field. And remember, the universe doesn't respond to tension. It responds to vibration. When your energy is clean and clear, your manifestations flow easily. Seedling step 5, replace blockages with empowering action. Here's something you must remember. You can't just remove limiting beliefs and expect everything to change overnight. Once you pull out the weeds, you need to plant new seeds. You need to replace old energy with new, powerful action. If you've identified a belief like, "I'll never be successful," don't just write it down and walk away. Do something about it. Even a small step in the right direction becomes a declaration to the universe that says, "I believe in my new story." That action could be something simple like updating your resume, reaching out to someone who inspires you, enrolling in a course, practicing your skill, starting something you've been putting off. These steps don't just help you grow. They tell your subconscious mind, "This is who I am now." And every single time you take aligned action, you're clearing the way for your desires to flow in. You're building momentum. You're becoming magnetic. The universe responds to motion. It rewards faith backed by action. Repeat button step 6, daily affirmation practice. Now let's lock in everything you've shifted. After you've identified and challenged your limiting beliefs and taken action to replace them, it's time to anchor in your new energy with daily affirmations. Here's how to do it. Every morning, stand in front of a mirror. Look directly into your own eyes and speak your new truth out loud. Say things like, "I am worthy of love and success. Abundance flows to me effortlessly. I trust the universe is always working in my favor. I release all doubts. I am aligned. I am ready." At first, it might feel awkward. Your old programming might whisper, "That's not true. Were you to say that?" But that's okay. Keep going anyway. Because the more you repeat your new affirmations, the more your mind begins to believe them. And when your mind shifts, your energy shifts. And when your energy shifts, your reality begins to follow. You're not pretending. You're reprogramming. You're building a new identity, one that's aligned with your dreams. Light bulb, final reminder. Here's what I want you to take away from this. Your greatest enemy is not the universe. It's not your circumstances. It's not the people around you. Your greatest enemy is the quiet voice in your mind that says you're not enough, not ready, not capable. But that voice, it's not the truth. It's a story you've been telling yourself for far too long. And now you get to rewrite it. You have the power to break through every invisible wall. You have the power to challenge every limiting belief. You have the power to heal the emotional weight you've been carrying. And you have the power to choose new thoughts, take new actions, and become a new version of yourself. Because once you do that, once you tell the universe, "I'm ready, I believe," I trust. Things begin to change. Opportunities appear. Coincidences line up. People show up at the right time. Doors begin to open. And your desires, what once felt far away, begin to take shape. Why? Because the universe doesn't say no. It says yes to your vibration. So clear those blockages. Align your energy. Take inspired action. And get ready for the magic. Memo your final call to action. You now have everything you need to create your dream life. White heavy check mark, multisensory visualization. White heavy check mark, advanced gratitude. White heavy check mark, inspired action. White heavy check mark, belief, clearing plus emotional release. White heavy check mark, daily affirmations to anchor your new self. But none of it works unless you start. The universe is already ready to say yes, but it's waiting for you to take the first step. So pause for a moment and ask yourself, what do I truly desire? Write down, not as a wish, but as a reality. Write it in the present tense. Feel it, own it, step into it. Then take one inspired action today. One small step is all it takes to start moving the energy. Because manifestation isn't magic. It's alignment. It's vibration. It's about becoming the version of you who already has what you want. And when you do that, the universe has no choice but to reflect it back. Remember, every action you take sends a powerful message. I'm ready. If this message touched your heart, sparkles like this video. Sparkles subscribe for more content that aligns and empowers. Sparkles drop a comment below with your intention. Because when you declare it, you activate it. And the universe always says yes. So now the question is, are you ready to receive?